Dan ons maar begin. Alright, good morning or great afternoon, engineering, graphics and design students. Welcome to this mechanical assembly for grade 11s. It is the very first one that you'll be doing together. And so I'd like you to get yourselves ready. We're going to get started immediately. The question is in the HSE workbook. Now, regardless whether you have this question or not, follow me because I'm going to give you quite a number of tips and steps on how to get a drawing like this done. Okay, so one side we've got the question, and then they've given us a blank piece of paper, 214, where we're going to have to answer that question. Now, let's take a moment to familiarize ourselves with what is given. They've given us a pictorial view that shows the components of a swivel arm that must be assembled. Now, of course, this is an exploded view. So you can see here, we've got the body, then the arm, we've got a washer and a nut. And this needs to be assembled. Alright? Then they've given us the various components of the swivel arm in different views. There's the body. There we have two views of the swivel arm. Again, of the woodruff key, the washer, and the lock nut. Then they ask us to draw the following views fully assembled of the swivel arm to scale 1:1. In third angle of graphic projection. They ask us for a full sectional front view, give some indication, a right view and a top view. And then they ask insert the following dimension, following 5 dimensions, center lines, type of scale. Okay. Just settle down, those of you still taking our stuff in class, please, so that we can continue. Alright, what's important with these questions, let me say it up front. Geliefdes, you have to draw this drawing from beginning to end. You can't stop with a mechanical assembly without finishing all of this. Even the title, the scale, the projection symbol, the center lines, all of that. Why? Because this is preparing you to be effective draftsmen. Jy kan nie eendag in 'n maatskappy werk en 'n halfgebakte tekening gee nie. Jy moet daai tekening volledig teken. And the fact is, it's in these little details that the marks are captured in. So if you are not going to finish these drawings, you're not going to get all the marks available to you. Alright, we're going to quickly look at this. It is third angle of the graphic projection symbol. You know that this part is the front view. Okay. And this one here is our left view. Okay. And of course there's center lines running through all of them. It's going to do a quick reminder. That's the left part, that's the front part, right? They've given this in third angle of the graphic projection. They ask us to draw this front view. And if I look at the arrow here that's given, that indicates to me the front. Just look at for a moment the swivel arm. Do you see how this swivel arm, I'm seeing the full flat surface of that swivel arm. As ek na die voorhand kyk, dan sien ek daar die volle voorkant van die swaai arm. En so daar is hy. Daar kan ek sien. Watter een van die twee is die vooraansicht? Which one of these two is the front view? A or B? Right, B. And I take that basically from looking at this. If I look in the direction of the arrow, there I'm seeing that surface there, where that rib, there it is. B is my front view. In other words, this is then the top view. Top of bo, hier is my voor of my front. Okay? And now if I go back to my symbol here, alright, front view, where is the top view? There, you with me? Alright, and my right view would be this side, and it would look like this. If I look at this cone from the right hand side, that's what I'll see. So, I've got, let me write this, top, bo, front, and the right. And look at what are they asking in this question. They're asking for us for the front view, a full sectional one, a right view, and a top view. So it's those three. That's the layout that I'm going to draw on this piece of paper. Maak dit vir jou sin. Can I just start without figuring this out? No. You have to start here. And they've given these two, they've given there in the projection symbol. So you just need to figure out top view, front view, right view. Once you have that, now we come back here. What view is this here? What view is given of our body? Okay, look at a couple of things here. Look at the placement of this woodruff key. If I look from the front, you see I'm seeing the flat surface of that. This is the front view. So they've given me the front view. Of course, when this is assembled, will be part of this, and you can see that angle on a shaft and that angle aligning with each other. Kan jy dit sien? Daai skynste op 'n as en daai skynste wat saamgaan. Okay, en daar kan jy sien die twee gaan bo op mekaar. Dan het ek my wasser en dan het ek my bout. Hierdie is net 'n bo-aansig. This is just a top view of it. So my layout's going to be front, top, right. Okay. So if I go to the blank page, fortunately for you, they've given here at the bottom the starting point A, and they've also indicated here, there's starting point A given to you. So where are you going to start this drawing? At point A. But you're not going to be this lucky in the exam. We're not going to give you a starting point in the exam. So you have to go onto your blank page. I'll just zoom out for you. I'll zoom in again just for you to follow up. And you have to plan your drawing. We need a front view, we need a top view, and we need to be able to project the right view. Jy moet dit beplan. Vooraansig, bo-aansig, regteraansig. Jy kan nie net teken nie. Hoe gaan ek weet waar ek my plasing gaan doen? Jy het 'n middellyn en jy kan mos sien wat is die wydste wyte vir die vooraansig. So jy gaan net bloot van die kant af vir jou 'n bietjie spasie gee, 'n middellyn waar ek die volle romp kan inpas. Alright? So using the measurements here, you're going to determine the placement of the center line if they don't give you the starting point. Away from the line, then make sure you fit your entire front view in, and then get the center line. And then I know I need a top view here, so I'm going to leave enough space for my top view. And in the top view, if I look from the top here, I'm going to see that full circle. So it's the same radius, 94, that I have to leave space here for. Yes or no? Okay, you're following. So I jumped the gun a little bit here to start this drawing. And I started it here on this front view, just to save time for us. Where did I get these measurements? I get it from here. Mense, jy kan nie een van hierdie mates kan jy oorsien en dink jy gaan dit geteken kry sonder dit. You need to use all of that. Okay. So, let's start off in construction. I started with this center line going down. I had my point A. That is the 94. There's the 94. All right. Ja. Jy kan myne leen. Vat hom. Okay. There's the 94. And so people, you see the diameter here for this base, diameter 28. Again, that the heights here. You're going to copy all of them onto your horizontal line, and the heights there, that 26, make a dot. Another 26, make a dot. Your height there for the 14, they tell you that height, 14. Okay? All of that you're going to do and get your drawing done in construction. That's where we start ourselves off. Okay? Let me quickly see if it's going to help you see this stand out. There's the bottom of that shaft. That's a 45 degree. Same on this side. All right, that's a base. I'm just using the measurements that was given to me. All right, this is a full sectional front view. Kan Frans maar goed toe die deur asseblief. Okay, we are going to be applying the actual that which we've learned up to now, we will be applying now in this drawing, okay? Okay, sorry we did not show the initial steps here, but we've just taken the measurements that was given and we've drawn this body in construction. And now I'm going to go over the lines that I know is going to be visible. Remember, this is in fact a shaft, right? That goes up here. So we're going to have a partial section. Okay? That is a as, so is dit net 'n gedeeltelike snit hier. Ja.
Die middel van my dit weer water. Ek kry my 4 holes on PCD 7 aan.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, then they say the radius here is radius 4. Now if you have one of these, you can go to your radius 8 there, or diameter 8, and just get that arc in there. Otherwise you can use your compass. It's on the top and here at the top and bottom. Okay, that goes up to the bottom of the swivel arm. Alright, then the swivel arm. Okay, all of this is drawn using the measurements in the actual question. Just pay attention to this here. I'll quickly go over it with you. Alright, there's a hole going through here with a center line. Another hole. And then this rib goes into that corner, okay? Daai rib gaan tot daar aan die hoek. Goed, dan is daar, as ek kyk na daai swivel arm, daar's 'n 3 mm spyg geleef. So just at 90 degrees there, just measure your 3 mm. And then you can, using your 2 triangles, just slide that across to get that line there. We're going to find the center because we want our key to be drawn correctly. Just find the center up here. That's 26, so that's 13. Alright, again using my 30-degree triangle, line that up. Keep this one, flip it. Now I have a center line for the woodruff key, and that radius there is 7, which is 14. On my stencil. Also on the other side. Alright. A woodruff key has got a partial section, same as the one earlier, and we're going to have the direction the same as, remember, it's still cutting through that shaft, although we don't section a full shaft, the angle needs to be the same as the bottom. Alright, there's the keyway, that's clear for us. Alright, then our let me just finish here at the bottom. Going to do the washer and the nut next. Let me maybe do a quick hatching here. So this is a nice B component. actually got myself another pencil. This is a 0.3. So it just helps to have a bit of a difference on the outlines of this drawing, and the hatching helps the drawing to stand out a bit more. If you're hatching, it's still the same. I'm trying to get the same pressure on it, but it's just a thinner line.
So
yes.
you use 0.5 for the outline.
Yeah, I did because it's on the screen. I want it to be nice and clear. So you can as well. Okay. Sorry. Try and get your corners nice and clean. Alright, so there we have it. The only thing that's missing here would have been a center line, which I can quickly draw in. Alright, and then we're going to do our, now to get that drawn, let me just zoom out for you. I have to finish this top, so I'm using the same diameter that they give you. It's at 94. Going to use all of these measurements. The PCD, that's 70. The counter bore hole sizes here, all right, the swivel arm, the top view, all of that I'm going to use now to draw in here. So I've done the two outlines already. Let's quickly finish the nut. It is a 16, it's a M16, so that means my diameter is 16 times 1.5, and so that's going to be 24 for my circle, diameter 20, as julle by. Nou julle ons het nou mos hoeveel van hierdie boute geteken, nie? So it's a M16 nut. 16 times 1.5 is 24. That's the diameter, which means my radius is set at 12. Okay, that's the initial construction circle that I'm going to draw. Okay, and then I'm taking my triangle and I'm going to give a 30 degrees this side. In construction, 30 degrees, flip it. Technically, this is going to be visible, so... wrong way around. Sorry, we don't want to see two faces, we want to see three faces. The only way you learn is if I make a mistake. Did you know that? Okay, so that means this is at 60 degrees then. Construction line. Construction line. Okay, ek kan hom lekker duidelik inteken want ek weet hy gaan daar wees. Okay. Nou, daardie 3 punte wat ek nou gekry het word afgeprojekteer. Okay, those are the ones that I'm projecting down. Alright, can you remember how to construct this now at the bottom? So, at 60 degrees, tip, flip it, should line up. Alright, then on the inside here, flip it on the inside using my compass. Okay, first arc. We're going to have to flip this because this is a lock nut, so it's got both sides the same. Hey, they're making a lot of work for us. Okay, we'll just do the one side now. 60 degrees, 60 degrees, and a flat surface. Okay, and then we flip it for the for this side. Well, that's eintlik kyk mooi so. Selfde punte. Duidelik en uiteindelik. So, if you compare grade 10 with grade 11, who's still happy that they're EGD students? Well, have you mind check? Oh, half of the class. Okay, my son. Luckily, okay, daai kon 'n bietjie netjieser gewees het, nee, daai punt daar. Okay, and then there's at the 45 degrees an end here that it's just sticking out, literally just the end of that screw thread. 45. Okay, daar sê daai voorhandsig is nou klaar. Nou kan ek opgaan. Really drawn that part. The screw thread here on the inside. Sorry, there's a line missing. Gonna project that up. And the outside. That also goes up. Yes, young man. The what? I'm going to draw the washer. Mr. Washer. Hey, Mr. Zunkel, you must speak up long before I make the mistake. Okay, we'll say it's Mr. Zunkel's mistake. I missed the washer. Yo. Aye, okay, I'll fix it now. Okay, there's the screw thread on the inside. Just going to do... Oh, this is now too much. Hierdie passer van my sukkel so. Okay, the screw thread is not going to go all the way. Just stop before the time. So there's an opening there at that screw thread for the start. And then the other thing, this outer circle can be nice and dark. Nee, daai ene moet eintlik duidelik wees. That's a nice and dark one. I was thinking that this is too big, man. Okay, so look here. I missed a screw thread in here, a washer in here. Okay, let me quickly. Yeah, that's now a waste of precious time. Right, that screw thread is 3 millimeters. Mr. Zunkel. Hey, the whole country is mad at you. Huh? No, people, shout out. Don't worry. Shout out. Okay, I'm going to help myself here by literally not stressing. Okay, so right, so that construction lines are going to change. Sorry for the mess here. Okay, you saw it the first time, correctly drawn. It's going to actually look better, can you believe that? Looks much better. Better. Much better. Okay, and the 60 degrees on the end here. Okay, alright, that's fine. I'll zoom out a little bit. I want to finish this one. There's the top. Alright, now we have to insert this part here. So using that measurements, that's a 42, 21. Okay, then this part from center to center. So I'm just using these measurements. I'm not going to refer back to it. You can see that yourself. 83 here. Then there's a radius 18. The inner diameter is a radius 8. Right, then from the bottom, I can project that corner up get this line. $24 here. Alright, what would be a way to get the right view? Hoe gaan ek die regterhaansig hier teken op 'n maklike manier? What would you do to get the right view? Can I use projection? Yeah, sure I can. Okay, outer diameter here. Hey, my pas er nou gegaan. Okay, what's missing here is those circles, so 16 and 8. Just giving, if I'm using a stencil, I'm going to give myself a guide. Okay, so there's the 16. How much time do you think you have for this drawing come an exam?
20 minutes.
90 minutes at the most. So when you practice this, what my suggestion to you is draw it once, time yourself. Then you draw that exact same drawing, you draw a second time, and I promise you, potentially, you're going to minus another 30% on your time. You can draw a drawing like this if you draw it a couple of times over and over with quite some ease. Okay, let me zoom out the big picture here so that we just look at that. So now I can start projecting this across by placing an
You have a bit of detail underneath that long arm, the circles. Was it not?
hey,
You have put in detail the other circle underneath the arm.
here. Yeah, you could. Do they ask for it in detail? Okay. All right. So now I'm just going to project across here. I'm just going to do the centers for now. Main. Okay, I've rushed this a little bit, so my accuracy might not be exactly what is desired, but that's going to be my center line. All the others down. Construction lines, please. Yours can be much lighter, of course. This right view, actually, it will be very difficult to draw it without my top view because they don't give you all the measurements. Right, and then projecting, of course, from my front view. Those that I'm confident with, I'm going to draw them in immediately. Right, your radius 4 again. Okay, cross for your nut. Right. If I look from the right hand side, I'm going to see this end here, okay, which is needing to be projected down from there. I haven't done that yet, so let me do that quickly. Okay, so projecting the height across from this side to that side. Alright, there's the top of it now. Alright, this line here, that's in fact that wider component. So okay, and in the rib here, which I've missed, that's 6 millimeters, so it's 3 on either side. That's that bottom part of that rib. If I look from right hand side, I see that rib that goes here and here. What remains is our shaft. That's 12 into, is it 16? No, 12. That's 16. Okay, we're going to bring our width. I've done that. There it is. And down. The same with the other one. Alright. So we have to now, on the top there, between that's the one corner. There's the center. Right. Those 3 points. Okay, and it's got a square top. And there's a 45 here. Here's that screw thread. Alright, and the same at the bottom, also requirement. Just seeing it on that outside there, not on the inside. Did I again forget the washer? Ah! Cheers, so. Yeah, young man. Now again, Mr. Zunko's fault. Ah. Yeah, that's bad. Again, forgetting the washer. Plukkies. Okay, we're going to talk through the entire drawing in a moment. That's a washer, people. Okay, I'm just going to... And this line in the middle. Alright, let's quickly look at that. So we have the top of our shaft. We've got our lock nut. We do have our washer, wonderful. Then we have here on the side, this end, if I see this end, that's this surface here. Then those two on the other side is actually this part that opens up. So I'm actually seeing those two ends there. Right, then when I go down, it is this part here, that's the rib and the outside that I've projected across and down. And then at the bottom, so having to close this up. Okay, 45-degree center lines. Alright, they ask us to enter the cutting plane. If this is the right view, my cutting plane goes here, arrows, and AA. Okay, this is the right view. So this is the right view, it's this view here. Okay, so if I cut through it, the front is what is drawn on this side. Nee? Vooraanzicht, rechteraanzicht. So the cutting plane goes through the middle of the right view, arrows on the side of the front view. I want to see that. I'm going to draw here. Alright, and then the last part is you have to add 5 dimensions. So you can pick which 5 dimensions you'd like to add. That I'm not going to do right now. And you also have to finish on the right bottom side, title scale and symbol. Alright. Any questions? Ek het nou van dit klaar geteken, maar julle is mos slim. Enige vrae? Biggest tip, don't forget the washer. Alright, good. Thank you for watching. Now it's short.